everybody, and welcome to the newest indoor adventure in Tyrant Security, Hide and Seek Part 3. Today is January 14th, 2020, and you are loved. And that is a very important thing that we like to remind each and every single one of our viewers and listeners at the beginning of each and every single one of these games. If this is your first time joining us, you can go to youtube.com/indooradventures to check up on all of the VODs of each of the games that we have played up until this point, or you can go towards anywhere audio casts are made available for free. You can find us there under the same moniker. And speaking of things that are being made available for free, you can go to patreon.com/indooradventures to check up on our after show called Nights in the Courtyard, where we answer questions not only from each other, but also from the community. So if you have any questions for myself or any of these other fine folk, such as why does Cyber look so handsome this evening? Hey, guess what? You can go to patreon.com. We will do our best to respond in kind. But if you already support us on Patreon, you already support us on Twitch, YouTube, all those other places, and you're thinking to yourself, where can I go to help support this wonderful show even more? Well, guess what, buddy? We got your back. Quite literally, in fact, because if you go to Indoor Adventure, no S at the end, .redbubble.com, we got t-shirts, we got posters, we got mugs, we got crop tops, throw pillows, shower curtains, aprons, clocks. The list goes on. But most importantly, I don't have it by me right now. I can't seem to find it. We do have face masks with the symbol of Tiamat upon them, made by our very own Cyberwolf 1201. So if you would like to, and all of the proceeds of those face masks end up going to help support Doctors Without Borders. So if you would like to help support a good cause or possibly help support the show, you can again go to Indoor Adventure, no S at the end, .redbubble.com. But that is it for my spiel. So, hey Satan, who you playing today? Hold up. Audio is not coming through. So, try again. Say something.
Hi.
Okay, it's good now.
Okay. Cool. Hi, I'm Satan. And today I will be playing Vi the Drop Bard. She uses she, her pronouns. I use she, they pronouns. And I forgot the title of her job. Horse person. I said hoarder. So it's kind of
like a hoarder, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a little dragon hoarder, hoarding all the coins. Anyway, that's me.
Hey everybody, I'm Ethan. I'm playing Allelen, that's what that says. Yep. The wizard, artificer, make stuff now, and also the occultant.
GB?
Gotta click the button to make it happen. Greybeard of Greybeard's Tavern, and tonight I'll be playing Hu'Gurk, the bugbear. Oh my god, I screwed it up again. Gloom Walker Ranger, and I'm also the cartographer for the crew.
And I am the Indoor Adventurer, he, him, and tonight I shall be playing as Connie Adler, Tiefling War Cleric. He's a she, her, and local decisionist.
And I am Arjan Yodars, CFO and founder of Tyrant Security. I am also Cyberwolf 1 of Jabroni TV, and let's talk about it. But today, I'm Connor. Hi. I use he, him pronouns, and I'm going to run a game of Dungeons & Dragons for my friends. So last time we left off, following the clues to the final unclaimed piece of the artifact known as the Orrery of the Wanderer, you had rented a dragon jet. It's a dragon jet, and made your way to the town of Fortune, encountering two airships on the way, seemingly piloted by members of the Keshan Remnant, the evil organization that is also in search of these pieces of the orrery for their own nefarious purposes, showing them no mercy. As per Arjan's instructions, you quickly destroyed these airships and sniped the goblin that was piloting one of them solo, leaving them to their apparent demise. Totally not coming back. You safely landed
now I'm wondering.
You safely landed in the town of Fortune. finding it, haphazardly constructed, not even finished, but just like sort of wandering around there. You noticed a sort of like green phosphorescent river that's sort of cutting through town, and you've just like been going around the wreckage, the unfinished buildings, and hearing some chants of tokens in the distance from some Duergar. As you make your way investigating some of these houses, one of the Duergar seems to have noticed you and very violently shouts, "Tokens!" And that's where we left off. What do you do?
Oh dear. We don't have tokens.
Tokens! Tokens!
Tokens for what?
Tokens! And then you hear another shout of, "Tokens? Tokens!
No tokens here.
Tokens!"
Could you stop saying that? It's starting to lose its meaning in my mind. It's doesn't sound like a real word anymore.
It is not the same Duergar that shouted tokens. It is now 2 or 3 others from in the distance who appear to be getting closer to you.
I don't like this. I feel like this is the part where we run.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if they try to manhandle us, maybe if they're just gonna yell tokens, I'm just gonna be a little peeved by it.
I guess
gonna
that's
run.
true.
And
So he want to find
suddenly
out.
there are 4 Duergar here who seem to have there was the one that was peeking over like one of the sides of this building, this unfinished building. Then in the entryway of the building, there's another Duergar who has a dog next to him, a very, very large dog, about the same size as the Duergar, who is noticeable because it has 2 heads. And
Just like
then
my
in
dog.
one of the windows, one of the unfinished windows, there's another 2 Duergar with another one of these 2-headed dogs.
Did I bring my dog?
No,
Oh, God damn it.
I don't remember.
I feel like we for sure left.
You left Nolaris.
And we left
Nah.
Naris for sure. I think I brought my dog.
Thought
Left
you
the
had brought your dog.
students.
I think I brought the
Dog.
dog.
If I don't remember, so if you brought the dog, that's perfectly acceptable.
Okay.
These dogs look less fiendish than your Cerberus.
Might look scarier. Dog? I just
Why do they have 2-headed dogs?
Tokens.
Oh,
We have 2-headed dog.
we have a two-headed dog.
Is
I mean,
tokens
ours
the,
is like fiendish though.
is tokens the name of your dog? Are you trying to find somebody named Tokens?
What if we're the tokens and they're bringing us to
Oh,
somewhere?
I'm nobody's
Roll,
bartering chip.
roll an insight check.
I can roll an insight check.
Try to be so insightful. I don't know why I thought.
No, I can't. I rolled a 2.
I got a 12.
Were GB and I doing this as well? Oh, okay. Insight. Got it. I thought it was just those 2. Boop.
I did the same thing.
15.
16.
With a 15 and a 16. You have, both of you have, in your own ways, encountered certain humanoids that were in a mental state where they were only repeating one word over and over. It does appear like they have some sort of, like their minds have been affected. And this fascination, this fixation on tokens has reached a almost point of insanity. You might be in danger.
So guys, like, I encountered these little blue people in the forest, and they could only say one word. I've seen this before. They were crazy little buggers, and maybe we should like take it easy. I think they're crazy.
Yeah, I don't think that they're all the way there. We should probably find someplace away from these individuals, or...
They have surrounded you.
Well, but...
Well, hell.
I mean, if they're going to be asses about it, we could just kill them.
That is true. And I may be a little biased, but I think my two-headed dog is way better than their
Oh,
two-headed dog.
much so.
That
You
without
can
a
see
doubt.
just like in one of the heads of their dog is just like drooling this sort of like green glowing.
Oh, it drank the water. That's a mercy kill.
Mine's just drooling like lava-esque.
All right. Before things end up getting carried away, shield faith. Popping that on real quick.
Okay.
Well,
As
I
a
sure
spell is
wish I
cast,
had
everybody
that.
roll for initiative.
Oh,
Oh.
shit.
Oh, Jesus. I'm rolling so bad
Cheesy
tonight.
Pete's.
Oh, I was gonna roll
Okay.
my actual dice, because I got some real cool dice, everyone. But I'll keep this one.
You have these dice, but not my tray.
No. Oh, no.
Hu'Gurk, as Connie casts Shield of Faith on herself, you see some of the Durgar get startled and start to approach aggressively. What do you do?
I get out the... I almost called it... Yeah, I almost called it the Dusk Breaker. The Dusk Crusher, and ignite it. And I guess Hu'Gurk like cracks his big neck, and he's like, "All right, guys, like, we got sorry." He's just gonna let them have it. And oh my goodness, with all that pluses, 14.
14 is not enough to hit.
Okay, whiff.
That's not your only attack, is it?
We're level 5, so you
Oops.
should have a second.
Oh,
You should have a second attack, and then also from your ranger have a third one on the first round of combat.
Yeah. Yeah. I like being a ranger. Okay, so but the
Or
dice
from your
roll.
Gloomstalker.
Yeah. 16 hit.
16 is exactly what you need to hit.
Excellent. So then some crushy goodness. And the extra crushy goodness. Altogether 9, and I believe it's considered radiant damage if that makes a difference.
The radiant damage does not, but them being in sunlight does.
Okay.
That was your second attack,
Yes.
so you have a third one because of your dread ambusher.
Yeah. And that is counted as my bonus action, right?
No, that's just
No.
another attack.
Oh, nice. Oh, because it's the first round. And there's an 18
That will hit.
and and that together is a 14 to hit or damage.
14
sorry.
damage. All right.
Bludgeoning. Radiant.
They look very, very hurt.
Okay. But not down.
Nope.
Ooh, okay. Ooh.
This Duergar is going to swing at you with its war pick. Ping, ping, ping. That's a natty 1, so that's gonna whiff. Allelen.
We didn't rest between the airship and here, right, at all? Okay.
I think we took a short rest because we had a beer break.
We did.
Yeah, it would have been a short rest.
Okay.
We were
Cool.
pre-questing.
Or I'm trying to get the timeline because it took multiple days to get over.
Yeah.
I think the attack was like in the dead middle, so yeah, go ahead and long rest. You know, we're about to go
Okay.
into a dungeon.
Cool. Works for me.
I'm a generous DM.
I just noticed I had a spell slot marked, and I was like, "When did that happen?" Okay. So Allelen is going to cast Jim's Magic Missile at 2nd level again. I'm going to need some stats on how much gold I've spent, because I feel like it's all of the gold that I have on this spell. That greedy purple hand taking all my money. Okay. Nope. Not okay. I'll fix that. So that's four darts, I believe. Yes. 4 of those. So I'm gonna start with the one that just got hit by Hu'Gurk all those times.
Okay,
That's an 18
that'll hit.
for 6 points of force damage.
It is dead.
Cool. I'm gonna put the other 3 in just the next one.
Okay.
Because forget them. That's 19,
Hits.
11, which I think
That's not hit.
this is. Yeah, and what's that? I can't do math. 25.
That'll hit.
Okay.
So 2 of them will hit.
Okay, so 4 plus 4, 8 points of force damage on the second one. And that is my action. And
Anything
don't
else?
think I don't think I have any bonus actions, so I think that's it.
Okay. It is this Duergar's turn, and they are going to pull out a translucent flask that has this sort of glowy green liquid inside. Take a swig of it and use their enlarge feature. You see this very, very short person turn into a very, very large person and pull out their war pick and get ready to do a smash, but that is something that they will need to do on your next turn. On their next turn. Connie.
So I got a biggin in front of me. They looking a little bit large. I don't like it. So I'm going to use a 2nd level spell slot, or actually, yeah, I'll use a 2nd level spell slot, and I will cast a guiding bolt towards them.
Okay.
Oh,
make
come
the
on.
attack roll.
Boo. That's a 13. I don't believe
That
hits.
That will not hit.
Nope. Okay. And then as my bonus action, let me see. Yeah. No, I'm good.
Okay. Up next is another Duergar who is going to. They were originally startled by Connie activating the Shield of Faith, so they are going to go up to Connie and attack with the War Pig. Does a 9 hit you?
No.
Okay. But they also have their 2-headed dog with them, and they are going to do a couple of heckin' bites.
You can try.
Does an 18 hit?
Nope.
Does a 22 hit?
22 just hits. It's 1 over my AC with Shield of Faith.
All right. You are going to be taking 8 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oof, owie. Con save. Oh, that's a 19. But do I keep my spell? Yes, I do.
Okay, you are not poisoned.
That's good. That's cool.
Vi, it is now your turn.
She's gonna look at the Duragar that that drank that made itself bigger and be like, "You're not the only one that can do that," and just slap Hu'Gurk on the back and cast enlarge.
Big boy.
Bigger than that Duragar now.
Is that
No. I will also. I will say my bardic inspiration, but my dog is gonna go and give a few heckin' bites at the Duragar that's looking rough. Let
Okay.
me roll, and it has advantage because it's within 5 feet of its allies. Guys, I realize that if you actually read the stat block, you'll find out like the features that your character's companions have. So maybe 2 bite attacks against it. A natural 1 doesn't hit.
No.
But what about a 16?
A 16 just hits. Roll for damage.
Okay. Max damage. So 6 plus 2. That is.
Man, these boys
8.
don't. Their armor class doesn't change whenever they get bigger.
No.
Neat.
And they take also 2 fire damage. So 8 piercing and 2 fire damage.
Okie dokie.
Sorry, 7 piercing, not 8. My bad.
Okay. This big boy is looking very rough now. It is now one of the other puppers' turns. They are. Hu'Gurk just got embiggened, and that makes him a very embiggened target. So, you are going to get 2 heckin' bites coming your way. Does a 7 hit you?
No.
What about a 21?
Yep.
Okay.
Hu'Gurk.
You are going to be taking also 8 points of damage, 8 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. This is against poison.
No special resistances or immunities. Constitution. 12.
12 is exactly what you need to not be poisoned.
Woo!
It is the last Duragar's turn. They are going to turn invisible. Hu'Gurk, you have a puppy and a very big boy on you. The big boy looks very rough.
All right. Big boy it is, because the other guy turned invisible.
There's still 3 Duragar up. One of them is invisible, and one of them is embiggened.
And I haven't hit this guy yet, because the guy I hit originally has died. Okay.
Yes.
So once more into the breach. 17.
A 17 will hit.
For 7 plus, I will now make him my favorite enemy. And do I get the extra D4 now, or do I have to wait until after I've hit him? It's the ranger.
It's once you hit, you
Okay.
can just declare it. It doesn't take an action or a bonus action or anything.
Excellent. So I'm punking him. Pachow. Excellent. Okay, so that hikes it up to 11 damage.
It is dead.
Yes.
it falls on the ground and shrinks back to its regular Duergar size as you land this blow on it. I think you still have another attack.
Yep.
Don't
the only-
forget to add the D4s to your attack.
Oh yeah, that was an extra D4. Okay, because I've
Okay.
been biggened.
So if you want, I will say, since this thing died, you can keep your favorite foe and just use it on the next thing you attack.
Okay.
Because it would have just been a D4 anyway.
I will say, go to sleep, pupper, and and strike to knock unconscious the dog.
Okay.
And so many clicks. Oh yeah, the 21. Dirty 21. Okay. And okay. Altogether 13.
13 points of damage.
Yep. To knock unconscious.
Okay. It is not unconscious.
Okay.
You got it exactly a third of the way there.
Okay. All right.
That was your second attack. Is there anything that you want to do on a bonus action?
That was a third of the way there, so yes, I will. So now it's my favorite enemy, but that uses concentration.
That does use concentration, so you wouldn't
so
be
I
able
can't
to do.
have Hunter's Mark. Okay, no, then I do not do anything extra.
Cool. Allelen, you are up.
Huzzah! Is there anybody in my personal space?
No one's in your personal space that you know of. There is one invisible enemy that you're not sure where they are. You
Okay,
see a two-headed bupper on Connie and another two-headed bupper on Hu'Gurk. And then there is one of the Duergar is with Connie.
Okay. Well, I'm nothing if not an opportunist. So I'll cast Chromatic Orb on the puppy.
The one on Hu'Gurk or the one on
The one on
Connie?
her Gurk. Yeah.
Okay.
Take that opportunity to do some damage. That's 18 to hit.
That will hit.
And what are my options for damage type? So we can call it thunder. That
Okay.
seems like it could be non-lethal, or maybe lightning. How about that? I'll tase it. I'll just gently tase it to sleep. 13 points of damage.
Another third of the way there.
Nice. I think that's it for me. Yeah.
All right, Connie.
Okay. So the thing that's been getting hit by chromatic orbs and other attacks, Connie's gonna hit it. She's got a long sword out. Yeah. Womp 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 womp. That's a natural 20. Feeling pretty good about that one. Which means, let's see. Oh, only 8 damage.
8 damage on. This is on.
The same one that Allelen just hit.
The bupper.
Okay, so you
bupper.
you currently have a Duergar and a bupper on you.
Okay. I will hit the. I'll hit the Duergar that's on me then. I don't want to hit the Buppy, but I'll
Okay,
hit
and
the
it was
big
8
man.
points
Yes.
altogether.
Okay, and then I'm gonna use my War Cleric ability, to get another attack in as a bonus action. So let's see it. That's a natural 1. I ain't doing it.
That's a whiff.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Can you remind me that I have a familiar that
I-
can take turns in combat?
do you have a familiar or homunculus?
Homunculus that acts as a familiar. But yeah, I will have a question about that the next time it's its turn. But
Which rule set are you using? Because I need to know.
just the artificer one, I don't know.
That's a homunculus.
Homunculus servant, yes.
Okay. Okay. The door guard that you just hit, Connie, did not like that, and so it's going to pop their green goo, and also enlarge. Their Buppy is then going to take a couple of attacks. $19 to hit.
A 19 misses.
21.
21 is exactly enough.
All right. You're going to be... Okay, for all of these attacks, I've been rolling max damage. You take 8 points of piercing. And I need you to make a con save. Against poison.
14.
14. You
Yes.
are not poisoned.
Hooray. And then keep
Vi.
my shield up. Yeah, I'm good.
Vi, it is now your turn.
Oh, geez, that's me. Let's see. She doesn't want to waste her spells, so she's gonna look at the Durgard that's fighting Connie and hit it with her Sunblade because she has that.
She does.
She does. So that's a 17 to hit.
And what were you hitting?
The Durgard.
The one that just hit Connie?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, a 17 will hit.
That is 12 damage.
Okay, they're still up.
And as a bonus action, I'm gonna look to Connie and say, "You got this. You're tougher than they are, Connie." And give him bardic inspiration for 10 minutes. It's a D8 this time. Look at them. They're clearly insane and drug addicts. Maybe I don't know. Actually, no. I think they've been intoxicated by the what? I think something strange is going on here, guys. I don't know. It might be me.
Now, I don't think any of this is right. They keep chugging that green stuff, but, like, that's the river water, and that looks like you should never swim in there.
Is Vilbert and Wilhelmina doing anything?
Oh yeah, we gonna bite the
They go-
same attack.
Okay.
Gonna take a little nibble. And they can attack twice, and they get advantage. And I forgot to do that last time. That's gonna be 21 to hit,
That will hit.
and that first one is 4 points of piercing and 1 fire. And then they're gonna go again
Okay.
with math.
It has 1 hit point left.
Okay, yeah, it's 13 plus 4, so let me see how much I overkill it. 6, 7, 8. 8 piercing and 4 fire. I rolled max on both dice.
Yeah, so this enlarged Urgar falls forward, just barely avoiding Connie as it shrinks back to its normal size. Its flask of green liquid shattering on the ground next to it. As it dies, the two-headed Buppy next to him lets out a yelp, and immediately it's going to use its reaction to try and run off. Connie, you are the only one currently engaging with it.
I'm not going to hit a Buppy. It might be crazy, but, like, it can go.
All right. Up next is the Buppy that is on Hu'Gurk. It is going to keep making some bites. I do believe a natural 20 for a 24 is going to hit you. What about a 19?
Yep.
Okay. So 8 points of piercing for the first one.
Okay.
make a con save.
Okay. Dirty 20. Woo.
That's a success. I will need you to make another one though.
Okay.
After you take 5 more points of piercing damage.
Okay. Natty 20. Woo.
Okay. Cool. You are not poisoned.
All right. But that was 13 points altogether. 8 and 5, right?
I think so.
That's my math. I'm saying it. There it is.
All
Okay.
right. Okay. Does a 19 will hit you, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
The other Duergar who had went invisible on their previous turn suddenly reappears as he throws a javelin at you, Hu'Gurk.
Ooh, okay.
That's also a d6. For 5 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And they have reappeared like further. They are behind you,
Okay.
but like a little bit off. Back up to the top, Hu'Gurk. How you doing? How you feeling?
Guys. Hu'Gurk is definitely bloodied at this point.
Do you have inspiration?
No.
Take it.
All right. Woohoo. Okay. Sit Ubu sit. So I guess I go after the guy who just snuck stabbed me. Is he within a charge range? Can I get to him and still attack?
Yes, but if you do, no, you're a bugbear, so you're fine.
Okay.
Like he's like 10 feet away from you. If you go 5 feet, you would probably get within range of the puppy that is still biting you. But with your reach, you could hit it without moving.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, then I'm gonna let him have it. Bam with the Dusk Crusher. And you gotta roll to hit first. 17 hit.
A 17 will hit, yes.
Okay. So then that is a grand total of an extra two extra D4s. So 15 and 5 is 20 plus I think I'm going to activate my coat. Where is it? Equipment. I'm going to activate my hunter's coat. I'm going to use a charge from the hunter's coat and click all the menus out of the way so I can see it. I will expend a charge and deal an extra D10 necrotic damage.
Okay.
And so
how much was the damage that you did already? 23?
20.
Okay.
And then a D10 of necrotic. 5 more points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
And that's attack 1.
That was your first attack.
Okay.
They are looking very, very bad.
Okay.
On a scale from 1 to 26, we could call them a 1.
Okay, yeah. A dirty 21 to hit, and
See how much you overkill it.
yeah. And all told, 18 points.
Okay. So so you are quickly able to move your shiny sun blazing warhammer at it and knock it into its next life. Once again, the two-headed dog lets out a yelp and immediately uses its reaction to run away.
Good luck, puppy.
it is quiet for now.
Hu'Gurk leans on the hammer. It's like, anybody got like some heals?
I do, on one condition, though. I think we should put it to a vote. We do not say the T word while we are in this general vicinity. I think we all know what word we're talking about, right?
Yes.
Nobody says it.
Whatever they were saying, that's a word,
The
right?
word that they were yelling, we do not breathe a word of that while we are here.
Smurf.
Right.
Yes, we can call them Smurfs, but we cannot use the other word. All right, so, and then Connie is going to give you, I think she has a lay on hands. Or no, lay on hands is a paladin thing. She has cure wounds. And you know what, Hu'Gurk? I'll put a 3rd level cure wounds into you if you're looking rough.
Thank goodness. Yeah.
I'm so sorry. That's 8.
Oh goodness. All right.
I have.
I also have cure wounds, so I can.
I have cure wounds as well.
Everyone's just like a circle of people patting each other on the back.
Yeah.
to feel
I mean,
better.
I don't know about you all. I'm feeling fresh as a daisy.
Yeah. Does anybody need healing? Because I'm full up.
I have been better, but I'm not looking terrible.
With those 8 points, I crossed the bloody line, but just barely.
Here, I'll give you cure wounds. It's from my loot, my magic loot anyway. So
Awesome.
it's only a level 1, but
That's better than nothing.
7 plus 2, no, plus 4. That one.
11.
11.
Yeah.
Wow. Your 1st level cure wounds did much better than my 3rd level cure wounds.
Yeah, Hu'Gurk's looking much, much better.
I'll give Connie a 1st level cure wounds.
Hooray.
Except I have to use artificing tools, so it's more like a little tick 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 with a hammer.
You just
you
use
feel-
the brush to like wipe away the dust and the and the blood's like.
Oh yeah, there we go. I'll use a can of compressed air.
Oh, it's so cold for
like
no
the-
reason.
It's like the Bacta spray from Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was gonna say, like,
but
if
that
you sat
is-
down and you had a, like the little hammer, like check her reflexes, make sure all that's working out.
Kicks you in the face.
That's a whole 8 hit points.
Again, your 1st level was on par with my 3rd level.
Do you need more?
No, I'm fine.
All right. Are you sure?
Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like if we're gonna end up running into more of those Smurf mongers, then we
They're called
probably.
to regard, sweetheart.
I don't care what they're called. They're talking about Smurfs, and I don't like it. If we end up running into more of them, it's probably more helpful that we have extra abilities at our disposal. I'm fine. I can take a hit.
All right.
Right.
We should probably find out where they came from.
So, like, track 'em?
Yes. Also, don't drink the water.
No.
Please.
Definitely not. It's glowing and green. That's not even water at that point.
I have a feeling that's why they have two-headed dogs and not like
No, those.
here, like Wilhelm and Wilhelmina, who are just naturally beautiful.
Oh, they're
Like
gorgeous.
that. Yes.
Thoroughbred.
They just so good. She's just gonna give them little scratchies. You protected Mama and you protected Connie. Yes, you did.
Survival roll to track them, or
Yes, if you would like to discern where they had originally come from, go ahead and make a survival roll.
dirty 20.
With a dirty 20, tracking where they were coming from, or just tracking the general like footsteps, paw prints, and everything around here. They are most heavily concentrated going in between these buildings, especially the ones that have these sort of like makeshift structures made out of the signs for tokens and stuff. and the river. The very, very green and glowing river. That's where the most heavy concentration of footprints is. That said, some of the ground you would notice is a little bit more tracked. In the same way that like little cuts in between two sidewalks are usually like a little bit more barren from just people tracking them. That seems to be leading to the this cavern on the side of town, leading further into the mountains. Because like this town is once again right on the side of the western mountains of Alira.
Hey guys, I think they went in there. And then he points at the cave.
Ah, good job,
Is that-
Hu'Gurk. I pat him and make him normal size again.
Do we have a way to find this piece of the Ori?
I
Do
don't.
they have? I don't think they have it. Do they?
I don't have
There's a
anything
wizard.
that's like a locate, but usually, the Ori kind of just like, if a piece is near to it, that piece wants to be a part of it, so it'll kind of just like come to us.
Okay.
If it's close, I think it has to be like within like 5-10 feet or so. It's not one of those like I can't just set up Grandpa's gift in the middle of town and then just like wait for like a mechanical finger to inch its way towards it or something.
Considering
Yeah.
these are the type of people that are here, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I do not think that would be the best way to go about things. But, so it's either going to be in the cave or it's going to be at the place where all the Smurfs are.
Wait a minute.
What if the
I
cave
can
is
help.
where the oh, right.
I can help.
Yes.
Is there a where are the corpses? Are they back on the?
Yeah,
Points
they're still in
down
town.
and to the right. Like, it's a fresh Duragar corpse.
If I'm within 5 feet of that, I can cast the augury spell. And get weal or woe, depending on, we're gonna look for the Ori in the cave. Is that good or bad kind of deal? I would like to do that.
Okay. So you take out your occultist abacus and contemplate on this question. Should we investigate the cave? What would that look like for the company?
Yeah.
And running your eldritch calculations. Profits look favorable.
Oh. I did the math and I got 7, which I think is good. Should probably check in there. Seems profitable. Well, that's handy.
Okay, let's do it.
I like that. That's handy. Oh, I didn't roll my portents for the day.
You should do that.
Ooh. 11 and 19. Those are fun.
Oh no, I don't need it. I don't need a tab group. Stop. Okay.
Well, cool. I'm glad I got to use that. And it was useful. That feels nice. Because I think the last time I used it on like, what door should we go through? It was like, there was like 8 choices, which is not good for a binary answer.
So do you enter the cavern?
The Hu'Gurk leads the way.
The cavern looms more than 20 feet wide and tall, opening up to a dark tunnel that winds its way beneath the foothills. A strange smell hangs on the air, reminiscent of oil and ozone. As you are walking through this cavern, it is long, it is echoey, it is barely illuminated. And it's just this dirt floor. Are you just continuing to walk? Checking for anything?
I would like to check for traps
Make
or anything.
If you would like to check for traps, please make a investigation or perception check, whichever you
I
desire.
would like to prefer. I would like to make a perception check since I have advantage on those.
Very well.
Okay, well, we're not gonna roll that dice anymore. Let's roll my second for the advantage on a digital dice. Okay, 13.
On a 13, you almost miss this, but as you walk about 5 minutes down this dark cave, you're looking around and you see a little bit of a disturbance in the dirt in the ground, and you sort of just tell everybody to stop, and you take a closer look, and you see it's a little pressure plate that's in the ground, and it seems to span the entire way, and it's pretty big.
Right there. I've seen those before often.
Has anybody got a 10-foot pole?
No. But I can fly.
Well, that's one of us that can get across then.
Or I can cast fly on Hu'Gurk and he can carry me. And that's 2 of us.
Hmm.
How far does the pressure plate go?
I mean, it's pretty big. It probably goes for about 10 feet. If you really wanted to, you could jump over and clear it, no problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just clearly designed to make it so that anybody who is stepping down here is going to step on this plate, unless they are very careful.
Yeah.
Hu'Gurk, you know the drills. Carry me and jump over.
Yeah, I think Connie jumps over as well, and then once she's on the other side, she's gonna ask, "Does anybody have chalk? Something to mark this area? There's only one way out of here, and if we end up getting chased, I might not have the mental capacities to remember where this thing is. But if we make a little bit of a marker, then at least we remember."
I have... No. But we could... I could have a dagger. I could probably, carve something onto the rock.
You could also attempt to disable it.
Could do
I have
that.
a little bag of sand. I don't know why, but I have it.
Look at sand, huh?
I mean,
How
if
do
you
you know-
want to, you could also throw the bag of sand to already trigger the trap.
It's true.
Unless it's like a poison cloud, and then it's just
I would say let's just leave it. Because if we're running out anyways, then it doesn't matter. If it ends up being a poison cloud, we're going to be running out of the direction of the poison cloud anyways. I feel like this is more to keep people out, not to keep people in.
That's fair. All right.
Cool.
Jump.
As you keep going, you notice that there is another pressure plate.
Wait. There's another one.
The worst.
Right there.
Are we just gonna have to play hopscotch?
And then there's a bridge on the other side of this. You also notice that as you were walking, there was a large rectangular object that was just hanging about 10 feet after the last pressure plate.
I'd assume that's what it triggers, possibly.
Did the large rectangular object look big enough to close the passage?
No.
Okay.
So jump this one onto the bridge.
Yep.
Okay.
That'd be my guess.
Okay.
Jump over.
With
Yeah,
Via
I
my
mean,
back.
you don't need to do any checks for this, but
Yeah.
as you jump
Mhm.
over it, go a little bit more further. Those of you with dark vision, which I assume all of you either have dark vision.
Allelen
I don't
doesn't.
think I do.
Allelen doesn't, but didn't you
Ah.
make night vision goggles?
I did, but I replaced them with the alchemy jug.
Okay.
But
Everybody
I
except
think,
for
well,
Allelen.
okay. Well, how do the infusions work? Because I can always just get rid of one and then do another one.
Yeah,
kinda
I
like
think
the
you said
deal.
that when we got to the town, you would switch the alchemy jug for night goggles.
Yeah. Let me see. Let me make sure that's not something that I have to do like
I think it's like at a short rest.
at a short rest or so. Okay.
That's what I think I remember. You would need to check me on that, but I don't believe it's something you could just do on the fly.
Infusion.
Yeah, no, I think it's something you have to sit down and do.
It doesn't say anything about that, but like it just doesn't. Wait, let me see. Choose magic item alternative. You can choose. It doesn't say it. It says no action to infuse item.
Well, that's broken.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. Whenever you finish a long rest. Okay, there we go.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I wouldn't be able to do that until like tomorrow.
I was pretty sure.
Yeah.
As someone who DMs for an artificer, and
Yeah, it just says no action in D&D Beyond, and so that's confusing. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
I guess it is no action
wait, it's-
technically, but it's no action at a very
it's
specific
more like
time.
a long action.
Yeah. Okay. Well. All right.
Long
Well, I'm
rest.
blind. Until we take a nap.
Okay. Well, everybody else would again be able to notice that there's another larger rectangular object in a slightly different shape, but still not big enough to like block the path or anything. It just like seems to be hanging there.
We want to trigger these before we go any further.
I don't think so, because again, if people are chasing us, then like we can use these to our advantage.
That is true.
Just gotta
That's
remember
fair.
where they are.
I can't see them.
I just pointed them out. Oh wait, you can't see in the dark. Right.
What?
Well,
wait.
good luck.
No, that's not how we do things.
You sure that's not how we do things, though?
No. We are
Are you
on
sure?
a company mission. Teamwork
Wait a minute.
and
I might be able to do
exterminating with
something.
extreme prejudice.
Okay, I know what I could do. I can use my magical tinkering to imbue a tiny non-magical object with a magical property. So I'll just grab like a pocket watch, and now it has a 5-foot radius of light. I'm like, well, it's not nothing.
I can cast dancing lights. I can do that for you if you want.
Yeah, that works too.
She's just gonna snap her fingers and cast dancing lights.
I guess turn off the pocket watch. Okay, well,
Okay.
fair enough.
Okay. There's the bridge in front of you, and then the tunnel continues for a little bit. It rounds another corner. There's another pressure plate that a Vi's perception check would be able to point out,
Right there.
and another rectangular hanging object.
Right there.
Just jump over
There's
it again.
so many of these.
I see a pattern.
Really, Hu'Gurk, you should just leave me on your back by now. Just
Yeah, it's okay. Jump.
it's like a big like comfortable bed with like fur blankets.
Exactly.
Use this prestidigitation to make it clean and smell nice.
I just washed it and I can't do anything with it. It's the call.
Yeah.
All right, we continue along.
Yeah,
I
you-
mean,
You
even
contin-
Allen, you've got a 10 strength at least, right?
12.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, all of you will be able to jump over these once they are pointed out, and I'm not going to make you roll separate perceptions for all of these. Yeah, after you jump over them, the tunnel turns one more time. And the darkness of the tunnel suddenly gives way to light. Tiny glowing globes, many of them blinking, flare to life along the walls and the ceiling ahead. Hanging from the tunnel roof is another one of these rectangular objects, an enormous sign around which more globes of light chase each other, and on which are lit up the words, Lottie's Palace. Wide steps at the end of the tunnel lead up to a set of open double doors.
Oh.
That was easy. Is this all like the whole thing a trap?
I feel like it probably is, but at the same time, gift horse, mouth, probably shouldn't look into it.
You think those other ones were just signs?
What, like if we stepped on a plate, like
I
a big stone
did.
would fall down and be like,
Yeah.
Lottie's Palace, directly ahead,
Exactly,
and,
and it would
startle
light
the shit
up.
out of us?
Exactly.
Maybe. But this way, if we
That
steal
seems-
something and we're running and we hit the pressure plate, the thing would fall on the people that are chasing us.
Now,
Yeah.
if this is where the people with the that were saying Smurf a lot are coming from, we should make sure we don't get involved with Smurfs.
I think that if it ends up
Correct.
being a casino, and she kind of like looks at Allelen and like leans in towards Vi, like casino,
Hmm.
then I don't think there's going to be a way around it.
We don't have to play if it's a casino.
You're not being very quiet. I just
No, but we also know you have a gambling issue, so.
had, have.
You're working
fine.
on it, and that's the
I'm
important
working on
part.
it. It's the journey's the important
Exactly.
part, I think.
Yes, right.
If you
That's what my fourth husband said. But if it is a casino,
That'd be
and
fun.
right, let's not play any games because clearly these Smurfs have some sort of energy or magic that makes people addicted to them in a more supernatural way and not like we know certain people to be.
Have you ever met anyone who goes into a casino and then doesn't play any of the games? I feel like in order to maintain a proper level of
Well, to be fair,
subvertedness,
I was mostly arm candy for the people in the casino. So I just like went in and was like, oh, good luck, and blew on the dice.
I was always told that if there are slots, you play the ones closest to the door. Those are the ones that win the most.
Okay.
I love gambling because I throw the thing, I lose, and then I flip the table and start punching, and that always turns into a good time.
How about we don't do that? Also, don't drink anything or eat anything. Let's just not do anything.
Yeah, I mean, I'm feeling it from when we pre-quested earlier, so I'm feeling pretty good.
If you're
So-
hungry, so I have rations.
Okay. Usually there's like a buffet in these things, though, right?
I don't trust the buffet down here. Just throwing that
No.
one out.
All right.
All right.
Okay, well
so
we should go in.
we should.
Yeah.
Anywho.
Do you enter?
Yes.
Allelen?
What if what if this Ori piece is like a prize or something? and
That's
we have
what
to play
I was
games.
thinking.
That would be pretty messed up.
Then I flip the table
me.
and we grab it and we start punching.
Depends on how many people
No.
are inside.
Okay.
If there's more than we can take, the answer is no. If there's enough, then yes. But we have to put it up to a vote depending on if we agree that there are more people than we can take. Hu'Gurk, I understand you're pretty full of yourself, so like a room full of people you might think is enough. Let's talk about it first.
Just
Okay.
let's talk about it before you start throwing punches.
Sure.
How about if I say Hu'Gurk smash, then you can start throwing punches.
Cool. Okay.
Okay.
And we enter.
And we go in.
As you pass through the doors, you enter a world of opulence. So, before I finish this box text, I would like to point out that in our chat, I have posted the floor plan of this casino. It has been spoilered, but you are free to unspoiler it. You are currently in area number 1 at the farthest south of the picture. You see glass chandeliers fill a huge open chamber with brilliant light. The floors are carpeted, the walls decorated with scrollwork and painted with images of golden coins bearing the letter L. Dark wooden beams span the vast ceiling, which glitters with thousands of tiny gems. In the center of the area holds a sunken gambling pit that is packed with people, sitting in leather-upholstered chairs around tables covered in green velvet. One side of the hall is a stage where 3 harpists play, surrounded by a lounge with comfortable chairs and small tables. Beyond that is the bar and a door presumably leading to a kitchen. A sign to your right indicates the powder room, while another to your left indicates tokens. To the far left is a fortified iron door sealed with a large lock. The center of the far wall features another set of double doors. The clientele here all look a lot like the Duergar you saw in the Town of Fortune. All are gambling in a frenzy, arguing with one another over tokens and swearing that the next game will be the big one. Most of them are drinking heavily. And as you take it all in, a skeleton wearing a red uniform with a high collar and a crisp-looking hat approaches you. Welcome to Lottie's Palace. Need some tokens? Our cashier can help you out. Care for a drink? And on their hand is a tray with 5 glasses filled with just this light orangish colored iced over drink that's garnished with a few citrus fruits and a tiny umbrella. This looks distinctly different from the Green River water.
Oh yeah, Connie for sure grabs a drink. Says thank you.
I'm good.
No, thank you.
We weren't supposed to do the things with the stuff, or there was going to be a vote or something.
Make a perception check as well, as the skeleton comes up and greets you.
4.
Okay, for Hu'Gurk, that's a 4. Anybody else making a perception check?
I'll make one.
Oh, sure.
21.
18.
Cannot hear you.
18.
20. Okay.
18. Okay. And Allelen, 5. Okay. Connie and
Alellen
Vi,
is trying not to look at anything.
He's trying to look away.
as its mandible and its skull like depart, you can see a glint of like brass in the back of its like attached to like one of the vertebrae that appears to be playing a pre-recorded message. The skeleton is not speaking to you. It is just this voice box. Enjoy your time. And walks off, holding the rest of the drinks in its hands. What do you do?
So...
That's a Gurk's thing, like,
All right. We need to scope the place out. We need to ask around. We need to know if anybody's seen the thing that we're looking for.
Maybe we should try and find this Lottie, if she is still around.
All right. Do we want to break up into teams to keep each other in check, or do we all just want to split up and hope for the best? Allelen, I think it's probably best if you go with somebody.
I agree.
However, if we need somebody to win us a lot of money, I think you're our best bet. See what I did there, calling you a bet.
I appreciate it.
I think your veins popping out more.
All right, so my thoughts. There's those people who are playing music. Wait until their number's over. Ask them some questions if they've seen Lottie. We're old friends, maybe, or something. Right? Isn't that what we want to do? And then there were probably people, sentience, looking for luck down in the pit over there. Mayhaps that's a good place for you.
Right. Yes. I don't know if splitting up would be the best idea.
What do you think is more suspicious? Going in as a group and asking a lot of questions, splitting up, casing the joint.
Well, it would make, if we were split up into two groups, it won't be as suspicious.
All right, so if that's the case, how are we splitting? Vi, if you're going to be going down into the pit, we can't have Allelen. We can't really have you down there unless you really want to, in which case we can't have you down there.
Well, hold on. Let's see if I do. I do, but that means I shouldn't.
Exactly.
Exactly.
But at the same time, we could use that to our advantage and get close to the winner's circle.
You understand that people aren't considered to have a gambling problem if they always win, right?
Yes, but no one always wins. They lose at some point.
That's not true. Grandpa wins all the time. Well, except
Well, your
those board
grandfather
games, he would let me win
is
sometimes.
an outlier, dear.
Yeah, I'm
And Alellen is clearly not your
referring to
grandfather.
I would hope. No. I was referring to mortals specifically. If that sort of narrows things a
No, that makes more sense.
bit. Yeah. So I don't know about this whole winning a ton of money thing.
You never know. So if that's
That's
the
You
right.
case,
always
don't.
win.
if that's the case, Hu'Gurk, do you want to go with Vi? And then Allelen,
Sure.
you can hang out with me?
That sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, because I always win. I mean, I lose all my money, but I then get to, fight. So
What if everyone gives me their money, and I won't give it until if it's for something. I'll only give it if it's something that's not gambling.
I already
Unless you
gave you all
really
the
want-
money. I have nothing
That
on
is
me.
true.
Girk's like thinking about that too. Like,
Right,
I don't
Allellen,
have
give
enough
me your
money
money.
to cause. I don't have enough money to cause problems.
How much money do you have?
9 gold.
That's fine, okay.
My spells are expensive. With my corporate mandated spell book, it's a little pricey.
Alright, then I won't tell you how much I have.
All right, so Allelen, you're with me. Gonna go talk to some violinists, see if we can, 1, possibly get them to tell us about Lottie, and 2, see if they're available for possibly, moving on down to Iliard's Rest. Possibly, never mind. Could happen.
Right? Okay,
Could
I'll
happen.
talk to the musicians. Yes, I can do that.
No, you are gonna be in the
Oh.
pit. You're gonna be talking to all of the rich old people who
I
are
can
down
do
there
that.
looking for some cute young thing to blow on their dice for good luck.
I can do that. I've done that.
Hu'Gurk,
Okay.
you're with Vi.
All right, Connie and Allelen, as you approach the stage and get closer, it becomes immediately apparent that the harpists have been here a very long time because they are skeletons.
Oh, shit, that's
Oh.
cool.
Okay, well, probably not very talkative then.
They play
and do
really
not
well.
appear to have stopped playing. Ever.
Huh.
That's really neat, though. Like, I wonder if we can do that for the Green Dragon.
I feel like it lacks character, you know? It'd be like, I mean, you might as well just put your Zune.
Yeah, that's true. Hook it up to the
Zune
speakers.
box. Yeah. It's kind of the same thing.
Kinda. A little bit. Huh. All right.
I'm getting the feeling that probably any of the staff are going to be
I wonder if the people gambling are
Skeleton.
also skeletons.
So Vi and Hu'Gurk, as you go down into the gambling pit, you see that most of the clientele, as a matter of fact, all the clientele, are Duergar in various forms of inebriation, various states of inebriation. And all of them are very involved in the games that they are playing. Do you attempt to go up to any of them?
I would like to see if I can overhear what's going on first. If that's all right.
Make a perception check.
All right. I have too many tabs open. 21.
21.
blackjack.
They seemed so you don't overhear much. Most of what you hear is just like one more game. Oh man, I've been here for so long. More drinks, please. It with a 21, you would be very certain that you have not missed anything, but you have not been able to get any more information. If you want any information out of them, you're probably going to need to talk to
Yeah.
them, and that might involve getting into a game with them because they all seem very involved in their games.
She'll kind of saddle up and see, well, what's the most popular game around here?
If you're talking to one of the Duergar, that'd be well, it's this new game that they started playing here. It's called Papers and Paychecks.
Oh?
It's like sort of like cutthroat, like I mean it's not like a normal card game or a dice game. I mean you use the dice for it, but it's like this role playing game, and like if you do well in it, then you get money out of it.
Oh, well, I'm new here. I would love to try it if I can
3
buy
tokens. It's 3 token buy-in.
it. Right. Let me see if I can get some. Thank you. I'll be right back. I'll go to the cashier.
Okay. As you approach the cashier, a skeleton in a slinky dress behind the cashier window comes up. Yes, hello. Would you like any tokens? They're 10 gold a piece. Or can I interest you in a super lucky token?
What is a super
Or sorry,
lucky?
the tokens are 5 gold. The super luckies are 10 gold.
What's the difference?
The super lucky tokens are lucky.
I will get.
And the skeleton like pulls up a token, which is this copper this copper covered token with a thin layer of gold, or just like this golden token in its hands. And whenever it pulls out a super lucky token, it is exactly the same, except for around the edges it says super lucky, super lucky, super lucky.
Right. Well, how about I get 10 regular tokens?
Very well. That will be 50 gold pieces.
Right. Oh, God. And I will also take 3 super lucky tokens.
Very well. That will be 30 gold pieces or 80 gold pieces altogether.
Right. I will give here give them 80 gold pieces. Very begrudgingly give them 80 gold pieces.
Thank you for your patronage, and may you win big, big, big.
Thanks. She'll take her tokens and go.
Okay.
Love you, Cyber.
Connie and Allelen, what do you want to do?
Connie's gonna like sniff the drink that she has.
It smells very strongly of fruit.
She'll take a sippy.
Tastes good.
All right.
It's like rum and fruit juice.
Here for it. Yeah, I think
Classy.
like kind of investigate around the upper area that's not directly in the pit, see if there's anyone who's not a skeleton who's also hanging out up here that we can possibly talk to.
Well, you would quickly be able to figure out that the club lounge is clearly the place to hang out. There's even a sign on the wall that says so. There are huge fish tanks that are featuring brightly colored fish and an octopus, and there are soft leather chairs that provide a great place to sober up and enjoy a delicious drink at the bar, where you see a couple of Durgar patients, or not patients, patrons, as well as a skeletal bartender.
Yeah, Connie will ask Allelen if he wants anything from the bar.
I'm fine. I'm curious about the game they're playing, though I don't recognize it.
I don't either. It's probably an easy thing to ask. And then, like, she'll go up if there's an open seat next to a Duergar. She'll kind of sit down, and then she just, like, lets out an exasperated sigh. She says, I don't understand. Why? Excuse me, sir. Can you explain this game to me? I just sat out there for the last 30 minutes and lost all my tokens.
Are you talking to a Durgar or the skeleton?
I'm talking to a Durgar.
Tough. Me too.
Well, do you know how to play? Because I just keep saying Black 23 and nothing's happening.
I don't know if I can give you any tips. I think the best way would be a demonstration, and I'm a little light on tokens myself.
How about this? How about you teach a girl to play? We don't
How
have
much
to
you give
bet
me?
anything. Could be a gentleman's thing. Pretty big where I come from. You just bet.
But this is a female Durgar
Oh.
that you're speaking to.
Yeah. You know, just between us gals, just teach me how to play a little bit.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Persuasion. Hey, that's not bad. That's an 18.
With an 18. Which game did you try?
I don't even know. I came here with some friends, and they handed me some money, said, go off, try something fun. So I went for the table.
Make a deception check.
Okay. Bwom, 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 bwom. Natural 20 for a total of 19.
You faked your tasks well. Well, I mean, I'm guessing that you went on the roulette table. I don't know if there's any particular thing that I can teach you. It's all about just picking the right number.
Well, I can't pick right for shit.
That's how the game works.
All right, how about this? What's your favorite game here? What have you had the best luck with?
Blackjack.
Blackjack? That's like the cards one, right?
Yep.
Okay. I have to remember that. You know, I came here because some friends and I were told that an old friend of ours, the Lottie person, made something really cool, and we wanted to congratulate them. But now that I'm here, I've lost a decent amount of money on tokens. All I have is this drink to show for it, which is almost empty. He can't even gamble. And she'll just like point back to Allelen. Something about he's not supposed to. He says he's bad at it. I don't believe him, but he says he can't. Would you know where Lottie is?
No, I might, but I did think I'm having a blank. Wish I had some tokens to jog my memory.
How about this? I can go. I don't have any tokens on me, seeing as how I just lost some, but
She just takes a long sip of her drink.
how many tokens and how many drinks will it take for you to tell me?
They keep the drinks coming. They're all complimentary.
Oh.
But
Drunk people gamble more. Hey, casinos.
I can tell you everything I know. 5 tokens.
Well, shit, that sounds fine. Here, if you don't go any place, I can get you those tokens, no problem.
She just takes another very long drink.
What's your name?
Dayla.
Dayla? I'm Connie. It's a pleasure to meet you.
And she just sort of does the princess handshake.
Yeah. Connie will take it. She'll like very graciously give it like a slight bow. Yeah. Then afterward, just stand up, say, give us just a moment. We'll be right back with that. And then, Allelen, we need to find some Smurfs.
Vi and Hu'Gurk. What are you doing? You're muted.
I am muted. I would like to go back to that table and with my Smurfs, and take out 3 tokens. All right. How does this work? I'm sorry, I'm new to this.
Yes. Do we have a buy-in?
Yes.
That would be 3 tokens per player. Is it just you?
Yes.
Very well.
Give him 3 tokens.
The skeleton takes it and hands you a
Character
character
sheet.
sheet. Describe the corporate functionary that you have been given.
Oh, she's definitely like Amy from accounting that tells all the gossip and makes up rumors about everyone.
Okay.
She's always bitching in the coffee room.
All right. For this gambling check, I need you. You're going to end up making 3 checks: Wisdom, Insight, Charisma Deception, and Charisma Intimidation. And I don't believe you have proficiency with dice.
No, I have cards set.
Okay. So you'll be making those 3 checks.
So insight.
Yes. So first, I need you to give me an insight check. Ooh.
19.
Okay, that does not beat the DC of 23. So
Okay.
I have to roll for the DCs.
Ooh. What's
So-
the second roll?
Deception.
Oh, I'm good at this. Okay. 26.
Okay, that beats the DC of 24 that I rolled for. So that is one success.
Mm-hmm.
And now I need you to make an intimidation check.
I'm all right at that.
But you know what? Since this is a role-playing game, I would say if you want, you could make a persuasion check here instead.
Ooh, I would like that as well. I would like to do that instead.
Okay.
28.
That beats the DC of 17, so you have 2 successes. So you gain the amount you bet, which was 3 tokens, plus half again more, so you get 4 tokens back.
I get 4 tokens back. Okay. Oh.
And during this game, roll a d8.
That's 3.
3. Okay. While you're playing this game, one of the other dwarves who is playing with you, they are pretty deep in their drinks, and one of the things that they say is, or one of the pieces of information that you get from this conversation is, Lottie created the orrery of the Wanderer and its components, or she created a very powerful clockwork thing. But she quickly grew to regret having so, since it could destroy the world if used improperly. And with that, we are going to go to a break.
Excellent! So with that, I would like to say thank you to Cyber for running this wonderful game. We are going to try and be back in 5 to 10 minutes, so don't go no place unless it's to grab a food, grab a drink, grab a friend, or possibly go to indooradventure.redbubble.com. Pick yourself up something nice, and we'll see you guys shortly. All right, everybody. See you soon! Hello, everybody! We're back!
So, we left off last time with a very weird and out of place piece of information that was given. That's because I was reading from the wrong list. What you actually get is whenever you were playing this game of Papers and Paychecks, one of the skeletons comes up and serves the door guard next to you another drink, and he whispers over to you, that used to be my fucking cousin.
You muted yourself. I can't hear you.
The person who runs this, she only employs skeletons to work at the palace, but they were all Durgar.
Were they Durgar when they started working here?
No.
Oh. Who is this? Is this the person that employs him?
Lottie?
Oh. I didn't know if that was just a name or if that was the name of the person that owned the place. Interesting. I've never met someone who only hires skeletons. I guess it can't really, skim off the top or anything.
Roll another d6. Or, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, roll another d8.
6.
Yeah, well, she's a really powerful wizard. Actually, not just a powerful wizard. She's a lich. Very skilled in necromancy.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay, yeah, because of the skeletons, I'm seeing the theme here. Okay.
Roll another d8. Because you get 3 pieces of information every game you play.
Ooh.
Well, that's handy.
5. I forgot to say it. I rolled it. 5.
Yeah. Yeah. She's been here ever since the town was starting to get built. After a lot of hard work, the customers of the casino began to come to Fortune to get tokens, and then Lottie lowered her prices. But then fortune, the whole town couldn't pay their debts anymore, and they always abandoned. The only people still here, people still hoping to get out of the debt. And if they never do, looks over to the skeleton office manager, who's totally not a dungeon master.
Wow, that's definitely a way of. Yep. Well, why don't we share up with another round? Yes?
3 more. That will be
Three-
3 more tokens.
She'll put the same 3 tokens back. Actually, she'll put 2 regular and 1 super lucky token.
Okay. So once again, you're going to be making 3 checks. Insight, deception, and if you would like, you can swap out the intimidation for persuasion.
Okay.
Okay, so the first one is going to be insight.
23.
That beats the DC of 7.
Okay.
So that's 1 success. The
the
next one is
first-
deception.
Deception. I'm also good at that. 23.
That beats the DC of 21. That is 2 successes. From the last one, a persuasion check.
20.
That beats the DC of 12. So that's 3 successes. You gain double the amount you bet, which means you gain 6 tokens back, including the super lucky token.
Okay. So I gotta write this down. Let me open up my notes. So I have
7 tokens.
7. Well, I had originally 10
Oh.
tokens.
So you originally had 10. You got 1 more from the last game, and now you're getting
3 more.
3 more.
So 14.
14. And then I had my. I think it's 13 because of the super lucky token is extra. So I have. How many lucky tokens did I get? I think I got 5. Oh
got
no.
3?
I got 3.
Mhm.
I got 3. Yeah, 3 because it was 30. So, okay. I had 10. Gain back 1. That's 1. Then put in 2 more. So that's 3 in total. Got 6. But one of those is my super lucky token. So that's 5. So that's a total of 16. Plus my 3 lucky tokens.
Okay. I will tell you what information you get from this
Mm-hmm.
after we figure out what Connie and Allelen are doing.
We were on the process of getting tokens, but I have no money, so I was going to go talk to Vi.
Vi is in the middle of a game of a very strange game that you have not seen before. She appears to be acting out as this Amy from accounting.
Yeah. Did you hear what Robert from finances had to say? Ugh.
What did
They
he have to
do it.
say?
Would-
Wait, is this
Would
part
you
of
like
the
to
game?
buy in
This is
to the
part
game?
of. Yes, this is part of the game.
This game's amazing. How do you do this? Allelen, have
Would
you
you-
ever seen this game before?
No, this doesn't really strike me as gambling.
What
Well,
is this?
I have to make some rolls and I win some tokens back.
Vi,
Yes.
can you pay for us? I was supposed to
Possibly.
get. Okay, to be fair though, we are on a mission.
Yes,
There was a
she'll kind of
No,
like whisper very
Side
quiet.
mission. Side. It's a thing. There's a Durgar lady whose name I forgot. In
Dela.
Dela. I should write that down, but all my notebooks are away from me at the moment.
I'll write
Dela.
it down.
That she said that she if we gave her 5 tokens would tell us where Lottie is.
Okay. Well, okay, I do have that amount to give you if you wish.
Really? Thank you.
Yes. And I'll give these to you, Connie.
Good. I don't understand what the deal is with all these. These are weird.
Also, actually, okay, yeah. Did my super lucky token make any difference in the last game I rolled?
Make an insight check.
Oh, fucking hell. 13.
I mean, you did win pretty big. Like, you got double what you bet.
That's true. Okay, I'll give him the 5 regular tokens.
I think that's pretty much like that's what you won off the last hand, or
Yeah,
No,
yeah, that's
that's-
because
yeah.
I got 6 back, and one of them was a lucky token, so I gave him 5 regular tokens. Yeah.
Okay. So, Connie, you now have 5 regular tokens.
Okay.
How's he doing? Is he all right?
Oh, he's fine. He just keeps looking
Okay.
at the ground, telling himself that, it'll pass.
Okay.
I
think
That's-
we're
don't appreciate the fact that I now know that there's blackjack here, but I'll be okay.
I still don't know what that game is. Is that the one where you're trying to is that like the card version of a dice game or something? I don't know. I don't really get it. It's like ordered
I would
style?
explain it, but I don't think that would help.
Is it
Don't
what
ask him
number
any
are you
game
trying to get
questions.
to?
21.
Okay, I understand that game. There are lots of ways you can play that game.
I thought that was the game where you took a club and you painted it black, and then whap. You hit and then you take the money.
I thought that was called Whack-A-Mole.
Amy from accounting, it is now your role. Connie, Allelen, where are you headed?
We'll leave. Back to the bar.
I feel like Alellen's like pulling Connie, but Connie is vexed. She wants to know what this game's about.
I need to tell him what Robert from Finance has been saying.
Wait, so who's... She just like, as they're getting pulled back, who's Robert from accounting?
No, this is Robert from Finances. I'm from accounting.
So, Vi, at the end of this second round of Papers and Paychecks, your corporate review comes in super fantastic. You get double
Amazing.
your buy-in, and you also pick up 3 more pieces of conversation from the Durgar, from another player, who talks about Lottie's Palace has been in operation for over 10 years, and before the casino was built, the cavern was home to a clan of Durgar. Once Lottie arrived, she offered the Durgar jobs in building her lair and minting tokens, but whenever the casino was complete, Lottie fired her Durgar workforce, but offered each of them a starter set of tokens as a severance package. The Durgar then, not having anything else, they took up gambling and very heavily drinking. Some of the Durgar decided to start up a town next to the casino and sell tokens at a lower cost. They took on construction loans and named their town Fortune. That is, it's just another one of the players is like sort of lamenting what has gotten them here
Okay.
over a very long time. That is the information you were able to get. Connie and Allelen, as you go back to Dela. She's there, sipping. She turns as you approach. What if you... So you're back.
Yeah, I said that we would be back.
Holds out her hand.
Connie just like makes sure to like give her hand like a little squeeze when she passes over the coins.
You know, your friend, Lottie. Well, she's... And she points to the double doors that are in the middle of the hallway. Back there. Lottie loves clockwork. She's crafted many amazing machines, including the clockwork machine room that powers the casino, which is, and she points clear across the way to the other side of the gambling den, which is behind that fortified metal door that controls all the clockwork devices in the casino, including those locked double doors. Go through there, you find Lottie.
Is there any way, like, how can people get behind that door? Like, is that like a winner's thing? Like, if I win, then Lottie invites me for like shrimp and citrus? I don't know.
Well, that door usually remains locked, and only Lottie and her very, very close acquaintances, which, since you're asking, I'm going to assume that you're not invited. Usually only them can go through that door. However, some of the skeletons do go through the kitchens, and just points behind the bar to another door.
Well, you've been incredibly insightful. Thank you.
So, I have to win the next big game. What do you do? She takes her tokens and turns to walk away.
I still don't know how to play.
You'll learn.
Thank you. If you're ever in the hills, look me up.
She is walked away.
Yeah, Connie just sort of like,
From behind you, you hear, would you like a delicious meal?
Yes.
That will be 3 tokens.
Oh, come on. I thought
Vi, what are you up to? Vi and Hu'Gurk.
I'll look to Hu'Gurk and say, we should probably go back to our friends.
Okay, how do you get out of the game? I mean, your character's doing so well.
I am doing really well, aren't I?
Uh-huh. And besides, I want to figure out this whole thing with Robert. What the heck's going on?
I don't know, but when I found him with like Susan from like
Take inspiration.
I found him from Susan from God, I don't know, office areas, IT.
Susan from IT, that bitch.
That bitch who stole. I'm pretty sure she's the one that stole my lunch.
Even though it's clearly labeled.
It's
Yeah.
clearly labeled Amy.
This is
I broke into
awesome.
her.
Was that a like, you know, a whole nother life you're living? It's so
I know.
amazing, creative.
Very. How about this? We go to see our friends, and if nothing pops up, we'll keep playing to get a little bit more information. And figure out what
Okay.
the bitch Susan did.
All right.
All right.
So does Amy go on vacation? How does she
Yes,
get out of the game?
Amy's taking her pay time off.
PTO.
Exactly. So, I might be back. She'll look to the table. But I'm gonna go get some food and talk to some friends. Amy will be back from her PTO soon. I heard there was this like fantasy place called Cancun. I kind of wanted to try it. But she'll go find Connie and Allelen.
Connie is like, she couldn't afford the meal. So she had to tell the skeletons not to make it because she couldn't pay for it. So she's just like sitting slightly dejectedly at the bar. It's free drinks.
Hi.
Allen's just standing, like, very still, like, shoulders back, just very good posture, and just, like, kind of just looking at the bar.
The skeleton comes up and places a menu in front of you. The only item on the menu is, it's just labeled delicious meals for 3 tokens.
Just looking, not gonna say anything.
Guy walks up. And then Jessica from marketing, she went to my cubicle and then she told me that Sam, also from finance, was working with Robert. And I was like, wow.
It's like a whole nother world.
Exactly. Hi. Y'all don't seem that happy.
No.
I'm having a great time.
I couldn't work up the courage to say something to somebody when they walked away.
You're trying to flirt.
Maybe. I don't know. Is that what people do when they're doing espionage? They're supposed to, like, try and make themselves, like, more presentable?
You don't have to do espionage that way. That's just one way of doing it.
I thought it would be, you know, try and be like you a little bit. But that doesn't matter. That's besides the point.
I can give you a few lessons once we go back.
There are 2 doors. There's one area through the kitchen that apparently the skeletons go through. And that's a way past the door, and the door...
What's in the door?
Well, it's not what's in the door, it's what's behind the door, and what's behind the door is Lottie.
Okay.
But I asked if it was like, oh, if you win X amount of coins, you can pay to hang out with the cool kids at the table. No. Apparently, that's just for, like, higher-ups at the casino.
Oh.
So, we either have to wait for one of them to open up the door and then we just fucking bum rush them, or we figure out a way to get to Lottie through the kitchen. But this is something one of my second uncles used to do, or second cousins used to do. If you have undead servants, chances are the place where the servants go are still super deadly for regular folk.
Probably.
So we probably want to avoid that if possible, but if it's our only way, then it's our only way.
Yes. Well, you see,
Do
you
I
have
would
3
like to
coins?
interject to remind you that Dela also said that the door can be probably unlocked by a mechanism that is in the other room, the one that's marked number 5 on the map.
She also said that.
Okay. Well, I also heard that first, Lottie's a lich, so that's fun. She set up this place by hiring Duragods and then firing them, and then once it was done, and then she'll explain to them what she heard. And then they built a town, and then she gave them tokens, and then she'll. But yeah, apparently she only hires dead people. Those skeletons.
Well, you don't have to pay the dead. If anything, they're working off their debt.
Exactly.
Yeah, and they don't eat it much.
So we could try and go through the kitchen. Or we could try and fuck around with the mechanism.
Well, how are we going to mess with we wouldn't be able to mess around with the mechanism. With a crowd full of people, we would have to create a distraction.
Well, why don't we try the kitchen first? I can make myself invisible.
I cannot. I'm wearing this very clunky armor, so
I
trying to
can
do
make you
anything.
invisible.
We send somebody on recon. It'd look suspicious if, again, 4 of us who aren't supposed to be in the kitchen went into the kitchen when we were not able to disguise ourselves as kitchen staff.
Does nobody have disguise self? Do I have disguise self?
No, that's not what Grandpa's about. Tells me
Oh,
to be
Hu'Gurk
exactly who
can.
I am.
The Hu'Gurk can disguise self.
I'm saying there's 2 ways. There is a way. Not 2, not another. There is one way that we could create a really big distraction. Somebody's got to win big. Because when you're on a roll, when you're winning, and when you start winning a lot of money, you just start being really loud about how much money you win. Start throwing things around. These people love tokens. If we get enough tokens, we can literally just...
Tokens are very expensive, dear.
Not if you win them. Because then you didn't pay for those ones. That's what I'm saying. So if we had a way to increase our chances of winning at something that was super easy...
Well, I was winning pretty well at that papers and paychecks game.
Do you
I almost
think...
doubled my income, but I gave
Do
you
you
tokens.
think you could win so hard at pencils and paychecks that you draw the attention of everyone around you?
Oh, possibly yes. Why not? I can, I don't know, stab Susan from my team with a pen.
If you can
I
draw...
think it's called an improvised weapon.
So that's what those are called. All right. If you can do that, then I say we let Hu'Gurk go and investigate the kitchen area since he can disguise himself. Look for a way into somewhere you shouldn't be. Try and find a way past that big door. See if there's like a skeleton's quarters or something like that. But be careful. And just remember, we can heal you if anything ends up going wrong. In the meantime,
Well,
do you think they'd look down on us if we used magic to help
probably
amplify things a little
how
bit?
how about this? Both me and Hu'Gurk could get through unseen. And you have someone that knows how to gamble.
Allelen. I feel like there's like all of us slowly turn and
Yeah.
look at Allelen. And you just like feel the gaze.
You know, they warned me about people like you in the meetings.
It's just to cause a distraction. I wouldn't be giving you any more money, just the tokens I have. Plus, I have 3 of these super lucky tokens.
What's a super lucky token?
I don't know, but I won real big when I used one.
Are they worth more than regular tokens?
Can you bet more than one
Yes.
of them at once?
Probably.
Like,
Allelen.
Player me thinks it gives the DM disadvantage on rolling to set the DC.
Allelen. What if you put in, I'll be your runner. If you start winning enough for us to buy more of the super lucky tokens, I'll go and buy them while you keep playing. And if we got enough super lucky tokens, we could make it so we never lost.
I don't know if you can do that. 'cause
I don't
feel like
either.
someone
I
would
don't know
think-
how to gamble. No one's told me.
Okay, we're not going to do that.
wait, so how many tokens is a super lucky token worth? Is it worth 5? worth
I think it's
10?
worth 2, because 1 token is worth 5, and 1 super lucky token is worth 10 gold pieces.
Okay. Terminology is a bit suspect to me. I don't.
It is, but so is everything in here.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give you any more money. I could give you 1 gold to round off your 9 for 10 if you want to buy either another super lucky token or 2 more regular tokens. But anything else you make has to be off what you already have.
Okay.
Also, don't get into debt because you'll end up like the skeleton servants.
Would you like delicious meals?
Um,
No.
I can't be any more debt than I'm already in, so I'm not worried about that.
Are you sure?
I understand.
Are you okay, Mr.
That makes me sad.
Oh my
Give me the
god.
tokens.
That's a pre-recorded message in response. That's fucked up.
I'll give you 11 tokens and 3 super lucky tokens. So
Okay.
write that down somewhere because I just deleted it from my sheet.
Gotcha. It goes in notes under my portents.
All right, Allelen. What game are you best at?
I would like everybody to make a perception check whenever the skeleton did the thing.
Skeleton became self-aware.
17.
13.
10.
Natty one.
Dibba. The 17 and the 13, you both notice that as the skeleton turns its head and says understand, something pops out of its uniform, and it's around its neck. There is this brass key that is hanging around, and it puts it stuffs it back underneath its neck. Anyway, I just needed to point that out.
A key.
So Allelen has all the tokens. What are you doing? Or what is everybody doing?
All right, Allelen. What game are you best at?
So I've got this feature from my background. It says during downtime activities, but I think it
Discounts.
might still apply. Yeah. It says during downtime activities that involve games of chance or figuring odds on the best plan, you can get a solid sense of which choice is likely the best one and which opportunities seem too good to be true at the DM's determination. So I would like to use that to kind of figure out what table's hot right now.
I want to apply a different sort of mechanic to this.
Okay.
So I'll say whenever you make a gambling roll, you could get a free roll or free reroll.
Okay.
Does that seem like
Sure.
a fair alternative?
Yeah, that works. Just like advantage on one of the checks.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. I guess
would-
it's blackjack then.
Very well. Do you have proficiency in dice or?
I have proficiency in playing cards.
Okay, you will be rolling with proficiency, or you can
Very
swap
good.
out your proficiency for any of the skills.
Or my lack of proficiency in some of those skills. I didn't realize gambling was or charisma was such a big part of gambling in Dungeons and Dragons.
That's why I won big.
Yeah. It was like counting cards, intelligence.
It's going to, as you go up to the blackjack table, there are other Durgar there, and the skeleton says, "Welcome. Would you like to buy in? That will be 3 tokens."
Yeah. Like you could see that Alellen's jaw is like clenched, and he's like, "Yes, I'd love to."
Very well.
Oh, I'll give 3 tokens.
All right. Make an insight check. And at any time, you can swap this out with just your proficiency.
Yeah. Okay. I'm marking off my tokens so I don't lose track. An insight check. I do have proficiency in that already. That's a 25.
Okay, that beats the DC of 13. That is
Cool.
one success. The next one is going to be Charisma Deception.
Okay. I already have proficiency in that, so I'll just roll it as it is. I'll use my reroll here. 16.
That does not beat the DC of 19. You
it
still
doesn't.
have one success.
I don't have a lot. These last two charisma checks are gonna kick my ass on this. I'm just gonna.
Well, the next
be
one
real
is
with you.
Charisma Intimidation, but if you would like to swap that out with another ability and your proficiency with playing cards, you can.
For another ability.
So if you
Okay.
want to say like intelligence with proficiency because of your playing
Yeah.
cards, you could do
Yeah,
that.
I'll do that. That is a 24.
That beats the DC of 20. So
shit.
that is 2 successes. You gain the amount you bet plus half again more.
So 4.
So you get 4 tokens back. Make a like if you're trying to draw attention, because that was the whole point of this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did gain money, so I'll say the DC has been lowered. But make a performance check.
Can I assist Allelen
That'd be great.
Yes.
by just like, oh my gods,
Yes.
so much.
That'll do it. That'll do it. Yeah, I profited 1 coin. Well, my performance is -2. So that's a 14. And that was with advantage.
I mean, there are okay. So you get the sense that there are a lot of eyes on you. Probably more on Connie, who
Works.
definitely seems to be very new to this. In the meantime, Vi and Hu'Gurk, what are you doing?
I would like to find a little corner so me and her can change outfits real quick.
Okay. Oh,
So-
while the eyes are on Connie, you can
Yeah, I'll
very
cast
quickly find a corner.
invisibility on myself.
Or there are specifically designated like powder rooms on the south side.
Ooh, I have
Near
to
the
go
entrance.
powder my nose. I'll be back.
Yeah, me too. And
So you go into the powder rooms. Do you what spells do you cast?
I'll cast invisibility from my. God, I can't fucking pronounce that, but my
From
magic instrument.
your instrument.
Yes.
And Hu'Gurk, you cast
disguise self.
to appear as.
A skeleton. A kitchen skeleton.
Okay. I don't believe you can change your size.
It's like a foot.
Yeah.
The foot, yeah.
Okay.
These are dwarfs, though, so.
So you appear as a very, very tall dwarf.
Skeleton.
Embiggened.
An
Embiggened.
embiggened Duergar skeleton.
Yes. There it is.
And both of you emerge from the powder rooms and do what?
I will go besides the embiggened dwarf skeleton and just be like, "Psst, I'm here. Let's go to the kitchen."
Oh, cool. Hey, I'm glad you're here. Trying to talk like the skeletons.
You don't have to respond to me, but let's go.
All right. And then I'll lope towards the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You approach the kitchen door. It is locked.
Oh, yeah, we need that key.
Do. Can I go over to the bar where that skeleton was and try to like sleight of hand that key out of there?
Yes, make a sleight of hand check. You will have advantage because you are unseen.
Ooh. 23.
23. You quickly just like you do the thing in all the TV shows where you just like snap the necklace.
Yeah.
The thing that I still don't understand why people do it in the CW. But you have the key.
The CW specifically.
It's specifically.
Specifically the CW. I
I've
see
seen
a
it
lot.
at least 5 times in one
Yeah.
season of Arrow.
You could just,
We're just you have the key.
I have the key, so I'm gonna go back, unlock it, and
Okay. So as you push open the door, and as Hu'Gurk, you as the embiggened skeleton walk in, you see looking around the room, skeletons are going back and forth between the central tables where all the meals are being put on plates and eventually being getting ready to be taken out. And these clockwork contraptions that are actually doing the food prep. Slicing, dicing, stirring, mixing, and cleaning, just all automated, all doing it in a very, very big frenzy, which is weird considering there's not a lot of people outside actually ordering these delicious meals. If you watch it, you will notice that none of the food looks particularly healthy. Your questionable meats, past their prime vegetables, and copious amounts of lard.
Okay.
With all of these meals.
Unhealthy, not like unhealthy like poison. They just look like fried meals that they're gonna like kill you that way, not
No,
like...
it looks like expired food and lard.
Oh, okay. All right. I don't
Gross.
want a delicious meal.
No, me either.
You know, so it's like a Burger King.
Yeah.
Not sponsored, apparently.
Not sponsored
And
by
now we
McDonald's.
won't be.
Let me...
Wendy's, though, you can
Thanks.
still hit me up.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do it with the nuggets.
Is there any exits from here?
Yes, there's another exit across the way.
I'll head that way.
Making
Okay.
the way downtown.
So as you cross the hallway or cross the kitchen, you just see this very, very large winding hallway.
Shall we?
Yes.
Lump, 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 lump. Skeleton.
Eventually, you as you round a corner, you see there is a door on your left. That is a single door. And then further in the hallway, there's a double door on your right and one on your left. If you look at the map that is in the Discord, you are on the other side of Area 6.
Okay,
The
the little
door on your
hallway.
left will lead into Area 7, and the double doors on the right will lead into Area 8.
Okay. Would I be able to make a perception check on these doors?
Sure.
I will make one at the single door first. Hu'Gurk, you should listen in on those other doors.
Okay.
See what I want. Ooh,
Just occurred to
nat
me that
20. 24.
Okay, for a nat 20, listening into the single door on the left, you are fairly certain that this room is not currently inhabited.
And if I jiggle the door handle, does it open?
Yes.
What do I see?
So within, you see this smaller office area. You see a desk in the center of the room with a office chair behind it, and many, many, many account books along the wall.
Okay. So this is an office. Okay. Got it. Where's my map? Okay. Is there anything of any papers, any information I can see in the desk or?
Make an investigation check.
Ooh, I'm not good at those. But that is another natural 20 minus 1, so 19.
Okay. So looking through these books, these are her account books. And going through them,
Amy from accounting, I can do this.
You're channeling Amy from accounting.
Yeah.
And quickly going through these, you are able to figure out that Lottie is keeping the records of several of her investors in her casino. And you would find out that several of them are liches. And because you rolled so high, you actually, it's kind of weird because you're going back and forth and you At first, you think that it's just like, okay, well, she made another copy of all of her records. But that Amy from accounting comes through, and you're like, wait a minute, there's differences here. This looks a lot. Oh, she has 2 sets of records. One that she's probably showing people, and one that's actually accurate.
Ooh.
She's cooking the books.
Can I just quickly take down the names of investors?
Yes. The investors that you can write down are Galarial. But I'm going to post these all in the chat, actually. I will do that. I'm not going to...
Yeah, you could just do that.
I just had the thought, the orrery is a clockwork device, is it not?
Yes. So the names that you would figure out are Galarial, Balerian, Sil, Harkin, Aurello Threadless, Zildura.
Sorry, what?
Zildura,
Sildura.
Skuldrock, and the Mistress. All of which I posted in chat.
Okay. Okay. Zuldor. Okay.
I love the affiliations. Those are very nice. Those give some fun information.
Yeah. I'm gonna assume I have this information.
Maybe.
I'll just copy paste these.
I'll say you'll get the names, and you'll know that they are investors, but you probably don't get the rest of the names. I just didn't want to erase them. These are notes that I came up with 5 minutes before the game.
That's fair. I'll crop that out of mine.
That's the information that you would get. Hu'Gurk, are you looking into the other door? Or listening into the other
I was listening at it, and I got a 6.
And you got a 6. Okay. You do hear, like, whispers, or just, like, you can hear that there are people beyond the door, but not much more than that. Connie and Allelen, what are you doing?
Still gambling, I guess.
Helping him win by cheering him on.
Are you paying into another game?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll roll for the DCs.
Okay.
You tell me your rolls. Oh, I have to tell you those. Insight, deception, and your intelligence proficiency.
Okay. Natural 20 on insight.
Okay. That's a success.
For 26. Can use my reroll on that deception again. Ooh, worth it. Dirty 20.
That's a success.
And then fuck it. I'm gonna use my portent of a 19 with an intelligence proficiency to make that a 25.
That's a success. You gain double the amount you bet, so you get a net total of 3. You pay 3 in, you get 6 back.
Yep. So we're up to 15 tokens.
Oh my god, you keep winning. That's amazing.
Oh yeah, here's my performance check to see if I can convince people that I'm excited.
With Connie's help.
Yep. I rolled a 1 and a 2. And my modifier is a -2, so that's a 0.
Oh god.
I think Allelen just looks way too much like he's in pain while winning. I think that's what it is.
I believe you are done for the day.
I thought we could just keep. I thought we were playing. You can do that?
I believe you are done for the day.
Fine.
I agree.
We will take our wares. Can we go play pencils and paychecks?
Connie, why don't you play pencils?
Oh my god, I want to play pencils and paychecks. Yay.
Allelen, because he does not want to be in debt to Vi at all for anything, is going to keep the 11 regular tokens and 3 super lucky tokens, and then give Connie 4 tokens. Which is all of his winnings. 4
Vi-
regular tokens to play with.
And Connie, are you going over to the
Yeah, I'll
Pencils
go
and
over to
papers.
pencils and paychecks.
or
Oh, no.
papers and paychecks?
Yeah.
On the
Okay, we will come back to you. Vi and Hu'Gurk, what are you doing?
What door did you check?
Big double doors to the north.
Okay, can I check the big double doors to the south?
Sure, make a check.
Okay. 23.
You hear water, like moving water, on the other side.
Probably have some fancy fountains over there or something. Did you hear anything over here?
Like peeps talking.
Alright, alright.
Couldn't tell what they were saying.
I don't know what to do now. Do we go in? Do we, I found her office. We could probably find some more stuff in there. I'm whispering this.
Yeah. If she is a lich, we probably need the other guys, but
Do we want to head back out? And
seriously,
let them know?
yeah, I'm down for whatever.
Okay. Why don't we let them know? I'm pretty sure I can keep this spell up for an hour.
All right, why don't you do that, and then I'll stand here like a big dumb skeleton. And then if we need to go further, you can come back, and then we'll just do that.
Okay.
Okay.
Good luck, big guy. She like pats him on the on the cheek as she wishes in their tippy toes.
Fur.
Are you going back through the kitchen, or are you going south through the...
I'm going
Fountain
to take
room.
the safe route that I know and go back down through the kitchen.
Okay.
And I'll lock the
you-
door behind me.
As you exit the kitchen, you are quickly drawn to the center table where Alellen is currently gambling, and the skeleton is just repeating, "I think you are done for the day," and you then see Connie walking over to the papers and paychecks table.
Okay. I'm gonna go over to Allelen and wait for him to leave the table.
Do you still look like a skeleton?
I'm just
He's
invisible.
Oh, just invisible. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Alella is going with Connie.
Yeah. Hey guys.
What?
I'm your conscience.
No.
All right, you don't have one. Anywho, so I found her office. She's cooking the books. She has investors. So she's cooking the books, and I'm pretty sure they're all liches. They have some pretty cool names, but I'm pretty sure that they are in another room as Hu'Gurk heard whispers, but she's also a lich, and I'd rather not take care of that by myself.
Yeah. That makes sense. Wait. I had a thought. What if the Ori piece is part of what runs this place? If it all runs on clockwork? Wouldn't we need to go into the machine room for that then?
Possibly.
Okay. Just a thought. I don't know.
Do
Also, I have all your tokens. I'd love to give those back to you.
All right. She puts out her hand, but then realizes you can't see it, so she just puts her hand on your shoulder. Give me my tokens.
Okay. And I'll hand over all the tokens.
Did you have fun?
Sure.
Oh, your vein looks like it's about to pop.
Wouldn't that be something?
Yes. Now, what do we want to do? Do we want to keep going? Do we want to go to the mechanical room? Because the Gurk's on standby.
I kind of told Connie she could play paper and pay checks.
How about this? We don't have to play papers and paychecks, but one of you all is going to teach me how to fucking gamble after this is done.
Connie, how about this?
I keep yelling Black 23 and nothing's happening.
How about when we go back, I think I have the hang of papers and paychecks. I will run us a game of papers and paychecks.
Oh my god, what do they call it?
I'm an
What's
office
the general manager? Is that who ends up running the game?
Yeah, I'm the GM.
Would
I'm
you
the GM.
GM for me?
Yes.
I can't wait.
The gambling portion of that seems a bit unnecessary.
Yeah, we don't have to add that part.
Okay, well, I might be interested in playing that. That sounds kind of
It's
fun.
like your office life, but then you get to do whatever you want.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, you can take out your
I
frustrations on it.
I love data entry.
Yes.
Who doesn't have
Indeed.
inspiration here?
Connie does not have inspiration.
Take it.
So, what do we do? Do we go into the mechanical room?
I wouldn't mind checking it out if we could.
Okay, I'm gonna go get Hu'Gurk. He's on standby, and I don't want him fighting things off on his own.
Yeah.
Do I care about him? Oh,
How would you go soft on me?
Of
And
course,
I'm the bad guy.
of course you care about Hu'Gurk.
I was
He's one
gonna
of
say
your
something really
friends.
rude, but
Just let it lie. Nights in the courtyard.
Nights in the courtyard. I have hypothetically killed many a people, Allellen. Don't take me for a fool that goes soft on people. And she'll leave.
She's really
Probably
scary.
normally the
when
other way around.
She's really scary when she's a disembodied voice.
It is, yeah. Yeah, without the familiar face, it is a
That's
bit,
just threats from the
intimidating.
air.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Hu'Gurk,
go get Hu'Gurk.
Hu'Gurk, as you stand in front of these double doors, they open by
Oh, no.
themselves.
Okay.
And reveal a luxurious room decorated with fine art, rich carpets, several leather couches, and a boardroom table. Crystal balls sitting on pedestals around the room flicker and glow, and a huge fish tank swarmed with unusual creatures, some of which are even alive. That is all you can see right now. If you you do hear some confusion, like some confused voices, and you hear the door to the kitchen open again as invisibly Vi assumingly enters.
Hu'Gurk, let's go. Go, go, go.
Okay, Hu'Gurk like backs up kind of mechanically and then like turns and then walks away.
What is going on here?
Run! Run quietly.
Yeah, I walk away like I'm a broken skeleton that doesn't know what it's doing.
Make a deception check.
Can I give him inspiration?
No.
Right. Deception. 15.
Excuse me for a moment.
Let's go. Let's go. Oh my god.
I need to open up the stat block for a lich.
No.
Hu'Gurk, please make a, I believe it's a wisdom save.
Dope.
Assuming you didn't beat a 20.
6.
Hu'Gurk is frozen in place. What are you doing? And you, Vi invisibly, see this skeletal woman walk up behind. She has this gold embellishment all over her, like a necklace around her with a teardrop ruby in it. One monocle over her eye that just has this like ruby eye slit in it. I have art I will post in the chat. But you do see like little clockwork motifs all over this gentle lady, and she sort of approaches and sort of like looks around at Hu'Gurk. And is trying to discern what is wrong with her skeleton. What do you do?
Oh shit. Hmm. I don't know. I don't
Do the
know,
rest of
'cause
us
if I-
see this as well?
No, you
No,
were
you're
back
not
in
there.
in the
Yeah,
general area.
figured. Just wanted to
You
make
have
sure.
split the party. Things are happening.
Uh,
You're not one of my skeletons. She
Save
snaps her-
yourself, Vi.
She snaps her finger, and your disguise self is dispelled. I didn't want to have new disintegrations all over my freshly cleaned floor. And I need you to make a
before she does
Lottie.
that, can I like go
Lottie.
visible?
Sure. Lottie, dear,
Hi.
what's happening out there? Explain yourself now.
You're Lottie, correct?
That's correct. Since you know my name, I assume that you're here for the orrery.
Correct.
Is it just the two of you here? Would you like to insight check to see if
Yes.
to see what her next move is going to be?
Yes. 18.
With an 18, you're getting a sense of annoyance from her. You just heard somebody else say, Lottie, what is going on out there? And as you're just like frozen here trying to get a read on her, another voice says, Lottie, why don't you invite your guests in to speak their mind? I'm so bored. Let's have something to entertain us.
Entertainment I can do.
I repeat, is it just you two here?
Do I get the sense that she's gonna do something? Mm.
With your 18 insight, I'll give it to you. She is making sure that she has every one of you here, and is going to bring you into the boardroom to talk.
There's two more.
Where are they?
Playing papers and paychecks, I believe.
She snaps her fingers. The mechanisms on the door open, and you see between this hallway that you're in and the casino floor is just this like room with a pool, a swimming pool, out of which like two figures in the water like sort of peek open, and she just like flicks two tokens in, and then they simmer back down. May the party of what's your name?
Bye.
May the party of Vi attend me now. And you hear this
We hear-
echoed across like speakers on the gambling floor.
Connie, I think that's.
I think it's time to go.
Yeah, I think so. Well, all right then. Well, I'll head that way.
Okay. And as you approach, you also see this formidable looking lich woman with her dress full of clockwork components, her monocle shining dimly.
May I just say, I love the outfit.
Thank you, dear.
Very well.
Did you make this? I've been working a little bit on my artifice recently, and that's it's quite impressive.
Centuries of practice, dear. Please
Amazing.
step into my room. And as you walk in to this boardroom, you see what I've described to Hu'Gurk earlier. But you also see that there are these 9 liches seated around this table, which is kind of hard because one of them is roughly dragon-shaped.
Huh.
There are 9 liches around the table, including Lottie, who also has a very small chihuahua that is sitting on the table, eagerly awaiting her.
Adorable.
There is the Dracolich, who is sitting closest to you. There is one of the seats is not occupied by a humanoid figure at all. It's just a skull that is sitting in the chair with pink gemstones in their eyes and teeth. And there is one of the liches who, instead of being a skeletal humanoid, has like these sort of tentacles coming down from their face.
They remind me of someone I used to date.
Allen's just like,
So, you're here for the Ori, yes?
Yes. To be
Why not-
fair, we were technically invited by you, by your letter.
Ah, yes. So, state your case. Why do you want this? Tell me everything that you know, and why I should give it to you.
Well, I am from the Hells, and I was hired by Tyrant Security as a work-study program. Then, on what I thought was my interview day, I got sent out with these 3, and...
Connie, I don't think she means everything about that.
Sorry.
no. I think this is good. I think this is
No.
good.
Allellen.
And then we fell...
really.
Well, we didn't fall. We climbed
Connie worked
into a
with magic.
pit. And once we were in the pit, we found this thing, and it was really cool looking. And so,
Okay, but maybe a little bit shorter than
As-
this. This is
as we
So, to ease this along, make a persuasion check.
okay,
Can I add
Ed.
music to her story and help?
Would you like to offer bardic inspiration or
Yes,
give advantage?
What do you prefer?
I have a -1. You tell me.
Inspiration?
Okay,
Okay, she's just gonna play along till it's like a story.
okay,
but-
and the D8 inspiration. Hold
So
on.
if somebody
Can
else
one
would
of
like
us
to give
also
advantage,
help
yeah.
for advantage?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think yeah. Between Vi's music and Allelen being like, skip that part,
Okay.
and a little more detail there, like kind of just coaching. Like, I know board pitches. I know how this goes.
Okay. However, a 21 is pretty good.
Yeah. Considering the -1, that's pretty good.
So you state your case. What all information do you posit?
The information that I present is that we aren't necessarily trying to get the orrery for ourselves. We are effectively going to keep it out of the hands of the Keshan remnant, who we believe, led by a mustachioed mind flayer, so Connie
He's dead
knows, who was led by that. Who would use the orrery for evil. We simply seek to collect it all, to store it, to get it out of harm's way.
Do you include the fact that we already have like what, 5 pieces of it?
All of it except this last one.
Connie says we have a lot
You
of
don't
the
have
pieces,
2 pieces.
Oh, we have
but
two
she
pieces.
doesn't specify how many.
The orrery, that's your pet project, isn't it? Yes. One of the liches who is in a very flamboyant pink robe is the one addressing Lottie right now.
Love that color on you.
Who looks very, very, very similar to the purveyor of things that make you say wow.
Huh.
Except a little worse for wear, as in they're undead.
Huh.
Has anyone ever told you look familiar?
Oh, you must have met one of my others. Happens all the time.
Yes.
Yes, Arillo. I created the orrery and its components, but quickly grew to regret having done so, seeing as if used improperly, it could destroy the world. See, this is where I was supposed to get that piece of information. Whenever I realized how dangerous it was, I scattered its pieces and left the message in such Shellier that I assume brought you to me. I was aware that the components have been coming together, and that all of its missing components and the orrery housing have now been found. I know that the Keshan Remnant want the orrery, that organization has bargained with terrible powers which have instructed them in how to use the orrery and its components to open a portal to the far realm and use its powers to possibly destroy the world. If
Oh
that
dear,
portal,
we can't have that.
The Far
If-
Realm's really bad.
it is.
Very.
If that portal is open, the world will likely be destroyed. A shame, really, because Lyra is such a profitable place.
When you say the world, you mean just like this one, or like a multiverse kind of situation?
This world.
Okay, noted. Sorry, unimportant.
Even if the Keshan Remnant don't have all of the pieces, they'll be able to start their ritual given enough time, tapping into the power of the far realm from somewhere within the material world. Now, I would totally love to save the world, but as you can see, I'm in the middle of a retreat and I'm completely busy. It's a lot of work keeping all
Well,
of these liches happy.
we are familiar with a lot of similar things. We're familiar with things akin to saving the world. We could do this project for you, as are interesting to align and trying to keep the Ori out of the hands of the Keshan Company, and keep the world, not dead.
I
or
mean,
destroyed.
honestly, our next stop was probably to get the piece that they already have. So
Exactly.
She takes a long look at each of you.
Connie gives a big starry-eyed smile.
I just gives a smile, like a little hand wave. Hi.
Helen tries to smile, but is
Don't
not
do
very
that,
good
you
at
look
it.
scary.
His
believe
muscles
you.
tense.
And she goes to her chihuahua, reaches into its mouth, and like wiggles her hand around a little bit, and yanking out of the chihuahua. You see a whole bunch of other like gears and stuff come out of the chihuahua, and she holds something that is very clearly an orrery component within her hands. This is the Wheel of Stars. Take it, and hopefully use its powers to stop the destruction of the world. Otherwise, I will have made a very bad investment. I don't make bad investments.
Dear,
Do
I
you-
can assure you that every investment in us has been a good investment.
Oh, are you, is that so? And it looks like every one of the liches sort of like is looking with intent.
Tyrant security is up and coming. If any of you are looking for investment opportunities, I think
Oh,
Tyrant security
yes.
is very strong.
And you already know all of us. As my daddy once said, if you invest in people, you'll never be disappointed.
And that is where we're going to pick up next time. Probably not in this boardroom meeting, but back at headquarters, because we'll level up and figure out what you do in a little bit of downtime.
Hell
yes.
yeah!
Hells yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Cyber, for running this wonderful game!
Oh, I can take this off now because we're no longer in the casino.
Oh my god. I love it! I absolutely adore having you on this channel. Cyber, where can we find you? What do you do?
You can find me and all my stuff at cyberwolf1201.live. It's got links to a whole bunch of stuff. My Twitter, my Twitch, where I play games really badly and talk about lore, or like we're doing right now, playing through Super Mario RPG and doing push-ups for certain things, and getting back on the grind. And if you want to, you can follow along at home too. It's got links to Let's Talk About It, which is the podcast that Kyle with an N I do, where we get drunk and sometimes play games now, apparently. And it's a good time. Check out Jabroni TV. It's got a lot of cool people doing a lot of really cool things, and a YouTube that will eventually have more videos.
Yeah, when the people who do that are less busy, probably some will show up.
Yeah. And I would tell you the URL for that, but it's long and complicated, and it would sure be great if we hit 100 subscribers so that I can tell you that it's youtube.com/JabroniTV. So check out all that. For the RPGs that I'm in, I'm clearly here on Thursdays running this game. We're going into our last chapter of this game. Ooh.
Gasp.
Gasp. And I'm here on Mondays playing Arjan as well, but as a player character many, many, many years before this. And it just got announced. Starting in February, on Wednesdays, I'm going to be on twitch.tv/open for adventure, playing in the Legacy of Lakuzu game. It's going to be fun. I'm going to be playing a halfling rogue. His name is Jack. So that's going to be fun. And then on a Tuesday every month, which I don't know what Tuesday for this month, I'm going to be on High Shelf Gaming playing Werewolf the Apocalypse. I am a yoga instructor who needs therapy real bad and has been waiting on it for a long time. So we'll see how that goes. It's me.
Hi everyone, my name's Satan, and you can find me on Twitter at Vamp. It's right down there. And I do art and stuff. I also do a lot of TTRPGs, like this one with these amazing people, this amazing GM. I'm also here Sunday nights playing Quarry, not buff barbarian, my buff fighter babe. And once a month playing Lilith, Vampire Mobster, that win the game that GBGMs. You can also find me over Sundays morning over at Hype Goblin, where I GM for some friends of mine. Val GMs at Saturday in the afternoon, where I play Bella, City Elf Rogue for Dragon Age, and Saturday 8 EST PM over at Blood Hunters, where I play Alina, my buff barbarian babe. Um, so I play a lot of games. So you can also find me here on Twitch at Vamp as well, where I do art streams. It's been a little slow, but things are calming down now, so I can hopefully pull up more art streams, do a little bit more of creating new creatures with a friend of mine while I draw them as we create them. That was fun last time. And yeah, I'm also an artist. I do drawings and character bust of TTRPG characters. So if you ever want to commission me, you go on my Twitter. My stuff is there. I'm a struggling art student, so hey. But yeah, that's me.
Oh, hey everybody. I'm Ethan. I'm at EJ the Gray on Twitter and Twitch. Not so much the Twitch part right now, but we'll get there. Get there. The semester's about to start, and I'll know what my shit looks like, so I can do that. But I also play games like this one. And when I'm not here, you can find me on twitch.tv/highshelfgaming on just Wednesdays right now, playing Blades in the Dark, but we've got a lot of games coming up. I'm going to be running some games. I'm going to be playing some games, probably all starting around February. It's going to be fun. There's even a Mass Effect themed game that we're doing, which is, if you like Mass Effect, that's going to be fun. Run by our very own Nomad, Casey. He's a truck driver and plays from his truck, which is awesome. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I ain't got much else going on.
Greybeard's Tavern, and I just posted my new schedule on Twitter. So check that out. The next thing I have coming up is tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll be over on G Game Nights, and I'll be playing some Cypher System now. It's our second season of a show in Neon Souls. We decided to try a new system, and so we'll be playing that. Other than that, you can see me Sunday mornings here on my channel, Greybeard Tavern, Twitch. And then other than that, not next Wednesday, the 27th, we have Monster Noir, the game we created. And you'll see Satan and Indoor and me, plus a couple of our other dear friends there. So come check us out. That's me, GB.
And if you've made it this far, you probably already know who I am. But if you don't, hey, Acorns, what's up? It's me, your buddy, your pal, your friend, the Indoor Adventurer, the showrunner here at twitch.tv/Indoor Adventures. We do shows like this on Monday and Thursday at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and on Sundays at 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If this is your first time joining us, you can go to youtube.com/Indoor Adventures to check up on all of the VODs of each of the games that we have played up until this point, or you can go towards anywhere audiocasts are made available for free. You can find us there under the same moniker. But for now, we are going to be going into our Patreon-supported after show called Nights in the Courtyard, where we answer questions not only from each other, but also from the community. So if you have any questions that you would like to ask either myself or any of these other fine folk, feel free to join us on Discord. The link to that is in the description below in this Twitch video or the VOD, audio cast, what have you. Join us on Discord. Feel free to post that question, and we will do our best to respond in kind. So with that, I would like to say once again, thank you to Cyber for running this game. Thank you to these players for putting up with our bullshit once again this week. And we'll see all of you guys next time. All right, everybody. Bye-bye!